The new year is here, y'all, and we all have goals that we want to conquer in 2026. So listen, for most of us, that means doing some type of cleansing, weight loss, just getting our bodies together and prepped so that we can take on the new year ahead. So what am I talking about? For the month of January, I'll be doing Dr. Bobby's Herbal Tea Detox. Now this consists of 2 teas. One that is very bitter. It's called the Parasite Candida Herbal Tea. And then the second one is called the Tummy Detox Tea. In this video, I'll be giving you 5 tips on what you should be doing before you go into this detox as well as any other detox. These are some of the things that we don't always think about beforehand, but they're definitely going to set you up for success. So let's get to it. Tip number 1, monitor your water intake. Now it's easy to forget this because you're literally drinking 64 ounces of liquid while doing this detox. However, make sure that you are not replacing the water intake with the tea. You want to still stay on top of your water intake because you still get those headaches if you don't. And there's nothing worse than having headaches on top of all of the other symptoms that you're going to experience as your body is trying to get all of the toxins out of your body. So make sure you stay on top of your water. You can always track it in an app like MyFitnessPal. I believe the fitness app on Apple phones also gives you a way to track it, but whichever app you choose to use, make sure you're staying on top of that. Tip number 2 is to remember to be kind to yourself. Anytime you're embarking on something new, you may find that it's a little difficult. It's harder than you thought it would be.
I won't make it.
You know, I have spent an entire lifetime of yo-yo dieting. I'm aging myself with this one, but I've done the Atkins diet. I've done paleo style diets. I've done a lot of different ways of cutting calories to lose weight or eliminating certain foods in order to decrease inflammation. But when I tell you that this particular detox took me all the way out the last time because I was being so hard on myself. Make sure that you are very kind to yourself. Make sure you give yourself grace because you may not do it perfectly the first time around. That's okay. Don't be like me the first time around. Be like me the second time around where I noticed that, okay, you know what? I'm not doing this exactly right, but that's okay. The next day, we're going to pick up and go on with what we're supposed to be doing as opposed to just saying, well, the whole week is over with. I messed up. I'll start again on Monday. No. Pick up right where you are and just continue on instead of just throwing in the towel because you don't want to have to keep putting spaces of time in between restarting. Just collect yourself, say a prayer, and keep on moving. Tip number 3 is to notify your circle.
Also have an announcement.
So the people who are closest to you, they love you dearly, they want what's best for you, but they may not fully understand the ramification of what you're about to embark on. And when you start talking about doing a proper detox, that is something that is going to challenge you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. All of the ways that a person can be challenged, you will be challenged on the detox. And so I would say let your close family and friends know this up front. If you know that you have a girlfriend that loves to go out to eat every Friday night, just let her know, hey, for the next 30 days, I'm doing this detox. I may not be able to go out to eat with you on Friday night, but let's do something else. Maybe suggest a paint and sip or something else that y'all can do together where you can still have that friend time, that bonding time without it being centered around food. This is gonna help you to stay the distance and to see it to the end as opposed to putting yourself in an environment where you have too many things that are tempting to you, and then now your cortisol levels are shooting up because you're going back and forth in your mind about should I have this? Should I not? Should I try a little bit? Should I taste it? And then you're not even enjoying the experience. Hello, yes, I am she, that is me. I don't want that for you. Tip number 4 is that you want to recondition your taste buds. What does that mean, Tari? Okay. Whenever you go on a detox, you may be expecting your normal taste buds, right? You're expecting to experience food in a certain way. But if it's a true detox that you actually need in order to get rid of foreign things from the inside of your body and your gut, you're going to have to eat things that you may not be accustomed to.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
You're going to have to eat fruits and vegetables that may be foreign to you. And it's okay to just accept the fact that you may not enjoy it right away, okay? The first time around when I did this detox, I was okay with the tea tasting bitter. Like the tea tasting bitter, that was totally fine for me. I was not expecting to not enjoy the food that I was eating. The whole concept of having food and not enjoying the taste of it, that is a hard thing for me to accept because I kind of don't see the point in eating if you can't enjoy it. And I know that logically that makes no sense. You're supposed to eat for nourishment. But again, the conditioning, right? And so we want to recondition and reframe the way we think about food, the way we see food. Food is for nourishment, not for pleasure. It's okay to get some pleasure, but when that becomes your main focus, we have an issue. So reframe your mind and recondition your taste buds, meaning expect to not like the food that you're having. Things will taste more bitter than what you like. That's okay. It's a part of the process. And it's only 30 days. You can do it. Just keep pushing through. And the final tip, number 5, make sure that you reward yourself. Maybe every week come up with something that you really enjoy that is non-food related that you can reward yourself with. So for example, if you know that you really love going to the movies, maybe take yourself out to the movies. Don't have the popcorn though and the hot dogs. Just pretend like it's not there. It's okay. Anything that you like that is not related to food, we don't want to derail you. Now I do understand that sometimes food is just around, like in the movie example, you may smell the popcorn. If you know ahead of time that popcorn is gonna be a huge draw for you, I would say don't put yourself in that situation. Instead, just choose something else that you really enjoy. Maybe go to a theater, like an actual theater play, like a live and in-person play. Hey, support the arts. Whatever we have to do to make sure that we are staying on track and staying true to our goals. Okay, so before I get into the detox, I'm going to share my starting numbers.
Please don't judge me.
So I'm going to start with my starting weight, which is here. And also we're going to take my starting blood pressure, which is here. And we're also going to take my starting measurements. You may not be that interested in that, but I'll go ahead and share with you here what my waist measurement is, just for reference. And then at the end of the 30 days, we're going to do it all over again and see if there was any progress. All right, so if you choose to do Dr. Bobby's detox, you do get a booklet. Now, this is not if you purchase the teas on your own. You do have to do the detox with the group. And when you do that, you get a downloadable booklet and you can just put it in a binder like this if you want to, laminate the pages, it's up to you. And basically this book is going to contain the guidelines for the detox, as well as some recipes that you can make with all of the ingredients that are compliant with this particular detox. And it's really helpful. It takes a lot of the guesswork out. So I definitely recommend doing the detox with the group at least one time so that you can have the complete meal plan on what to do from day one. I found it actually very helpful because as a person that typically does eat meat, it was hard to figure out what to eat and how to eat it and how to prepare it and the right things and the wrong things, because not every fruit and vegetable is included in the detox. Some fruits and vegetables you have to stay away from. It's good to know which fruits and vegetables are going to help facilitate the detox and which ones are going to actually work against it. Now, aside from that, the general diet of the detox is basically a vegan diet. So what does that mean? That means eating fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Dr. Bobby Price talks about these food components all the time on his channel. And the things that you're essentially eliminating are going to be your meats, your the food groups that you'll be eliminating are meat, dairy, added sugars, anything that's fried, and anything that's processed. Now, there's also some grains that you should also eliminate as a part of this program. So once you decide to do the detox, you'll have a full rundown of what grains you can and cannot consume. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see y'all in video 2, and we're gonna be uploading 2 videos a week during this challenge. So the next video will show you my progress, how I'm feeling, how I'm thinking, how I'm trekking along, if I'm staying true to the mission or not after 7 days. I'll see y'all in that one. Bye.